Okay, we're building a trellis for dragon fruit here. So what I'm doing right now is we're doing the base. So this is a 4x4 post. This one's 5 foot tall. You can have them like 4 foot, 3 foot, whatever you want to do. And then what I'm doing is like a base so that it'll help it stand in the pot a little bit better. So you can cut these off to different lengths depending on the size of the pot you're using. We've just done one. I cut them off at 8 inches. This one's 7 inches because the pot that we're going to use is a slightly smaller pot than last time. So I'm using 3-inch screws here. You can use, probably 2.5 if you wanted to, but I'm using the 3-inch. So all I'm doing is drilling 2 holes. I'm drilling them first because it helps drive the screw through the wood. You don't really have to go all the way through into the post itself because the screws will actually find their own way in. So you just do 4 of these. And straighten up. Oh. Just gonna level this up. So there we have it. So there's the four struts on the bottom to help it stand up in the pot. So when it's standing up, it'll be supported a bit better, and with the soil in as well, it'll help it be more stabilized. So now we're going to do the top part of the trellis. Okay, what we're doing here is we're doing the top of the trellis. So I've already screwed through this piece and secured that. The next stage is to drill through this one and secure the next one, and you work your way around, so on. Okay, this one here is, I'm using just offcuts of wood that I'd found in the garage. I'll show you the one I did earlier, which is a little bit better because it's thicker wood. I actually purposely bought that wood. So take a look at the one I did earlier. It's a thicker, more sturdier wood. But you can use whatever wood that you feel is available to you. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. So what I've done here is drill the hole through, and now I'll just secure this. It's better with 2 people if you get somebody to hold it. But my wife's a camera woman today, so I'm just giving this a shot by myself. I've got the 2 side pieces on here, and I've used a slightly thicker middle piece to give it a bit more stability. This was an offcut from the one that I did earlier with the thicker pieces. So what I've done is drilled here, here, here and here to hold this end together, And then here I'm going to do this end. I put one screw in already. I'm going to put two in here because I have the room. There. And then I'm going to drill two holes, one on either end to secure the last two side pieces. I find it better to drill the holes. It helps out with the screw going in. It's not perfect, but all it is just a trellis. So we're going to drill one hole here. And then one hole on this side. Try and keep it as together as possible as you possibly can, and that way when it goes onto the top, it won't be too wobbly or look out of place. So we've gone through there with that. Like I say, it's better with two people. One person can actually hold the framework while you put the screws in. So put one in there, one in here. And then one on the other side. Go. And then the idea is we will stand this post up here and then attach this onto the top of there so that the dragon fruit can come up and then come through here and overhang. So we'll attach this and I'll show you the finished product. Okay. So we're going to secure the top of the trellis to the actual post now. What I've done is I've drilled one hole and put a screw in. I'm going to put 4 in this just to make sure that it's nice and secure. I'm having to stand on a chair to be able to get up to the height. So when you do it, just make sure that you have enough space for the screw to go into the post and not through the side, come out the side. So I'm drilling 4 holes for this. It's better to get one screw in first, and then that way you're kind of not fighting it, moving around. Right. So we get the last 3 screws into the hole here and just secure it to the top of the post. This is 5 foot. I think this is a bit too much. You could probably do like 4 foot, but it depends on the size of the pot. Remember that if you cut it 4 foot and the pot's like 1 foot, 1.5 foot, you're going to lose part of your post inside the pot. So think about that when you do it. So that's all 4 screws in there now. So now this is nice and secure on the top. We'll bury this into the pot. We're waiting for the pot to arrive, but I will show you that when the pot comes.